Hello again, it's Jeff Romanchuk with Everyone's Autistic Autism Research Consulting. The point of this video is to ask you to sign up for our monthly and quarterly digital newsletters. Both cover what's happening in autism etiology research, but the quarterly one gives an historical context while the monthly one stays present focused. Content for both e-newsletters comes from the database of autism research that my wife and I have been tallying since 1997. Excuse me. Basically, we track any research that espouses a cause or causes of autism and make these searchable by authors, countries, years of publication, and journals or other sources of publication. The problem we latched onto when our son Luke was diagnosed in 1990 is that there isn't a cure for autism, just treatments for the most predominant and life-impacting symptoms that make up the disability. Then Kathy and I realized no one is talking about curing autism because researchers can't even agree on what causes it. So we got curious about what etiologies have been implicated so far and which ones seem to rise to the top and stand the test of time. There are 6, though you might see these expressed in a dozen or more ways. Biological, neurological, genetic, psychological, environmental, and allergy autoimmune induced. After 1994, when our daughter Kate was diagnosed, my wife and I went looking for such a database and didn't find one. Believing somebody ought to, we started keeping track ourselves. We've been sharing this information and sometimes the updates in small ways over the years, but want to get out these data points in a bigger way now, especially with early childhood vaccines seeming to be implicated and prevalence rates seeming to climb. One feature of these data that gave us pause on implementation is even more of an issue now. Namely, the data collection has no end date. This is compounded by the fact that every year, more and more autism etiology research is published worldwide. However, Everyone's Autistic is committed to keeping up, or trying to at least. What this means for you as one of our e-newsletter subscribers is that you'll have not only the latest on what's going on in autism etiology research, but also you'll have the historical context for how autism cause-related research got to where it is now. As a client of Everyone's Autistic, you would also get an individual interview and write-up of how the autism you live with each day falls into the broader spectrum of autism history. This helps you in 2 ways, as you search for whatever works treatments and as you plan for a reasonable and realistic future prognosis. Our continuing clients can also get various levels of access to the database itself to conduct their own searches. But the informed summaries my wife and I add to each e-newsletter come from our analyses of the ever-growing body of data, are free of charge, and mostly free of bias. My wife and I have been parents and caregivers of 2 nonverbal and very life skills limited autistic individuals for more than 30 years. But we still remember how those early years felt, searching for answers and trying to drink from the autism information flow fire hose. If this is where you are, our monthly and quarterly e-newsletters will definitely save you time and bolster your understanding. If you're further along in trying to crack the mysteries of autism, but finding it tough to keep up, you'll get a lot out of our newsletters as well. The link to sign up is in the accompanying notes to this video, and I also added a little survey there, which I would like you to take. Or you can email me about this, more on the 6 causes I mentioned earlier, and the other services that Everyone's Autistic provides at autisticfamily@yahoo.com. That's AUTISTIC family@yahoo.com. Thanks for watching, and peace.